Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Wordle tutorial, 7:41 a.m. Sunday, June 8, 2025, from here in rainy Yorktown, Virginia. Again, a lot of rain the past few weeks, and then it was dry for 4 straight weeks before that. So there's a saying, if you don't like the weather in Virginia, just wait. In coastal Virginia, just wait 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to use the word ocean. Why? Today is World Ocean Day. Happy World Ocean Day. And it's a great starting word. I don't think I've ever used it before for Wordle, but 3 vowels. The C and the N are both common letters in our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. By the way, I'll write that in the description for you to memorize so you can get these in 3 or 4 regularly like I do. You can do it. The system works. So let's see how World Ocean Day. We got to do better taking care of our oceans, don't we? Okay, not bad. Get the E and the A. They're tan, so the E is not in that 3rd position. The A is not in that 4th position. Now, if you watch my tutorials regularly, I mentioned that many times the 2 vowels are in the 2nd position and the 4th position. So if we logic this out, since the A can't be here, let's imagine our heads the A here and the E here. So A and E, like water, W-A-T-E-R, okay? So hey, it's not a bad guess, actually. Okay, that'd be funny. After we guessed ocean, right? And I just showed you the rain here. Okay, so let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. ETAOIN SHRDLUC. So let's go over that again. ETAOIN SHRDLUC. ETAOIN SHRDLUC. SH. So in other words, the next 5 most common letters in the English language, left to right, are T-O-I-S-H in that order. So let's make a word with these 2 letters and 3 of these letters, okay? So remember, we're going to put the A here and the E here. So let's start with the T-A. Oh, there's one right there. Taser. T-A-S-E-R. That's really good. It uses 4 of the 5 letters. The R is not here, but let's hold on to that one. So that's actually better than water because W is not a super common letter. So we're going to go taser if we don't pick anything else here. So T-A-S-E, tased, T-A-S-E-D. Okay, let's put an O here. I don't think so. An I here, no. How about S-A-T-E, sates, like the food, like the drink sates your thirst, sates, but then you're guessing a double S, so you're kind of wasting a guess. Hates, H-A-T-E-S, that uses all 5. H-A-T-E-S, okay, that's our best choice. H-A-T-E-S, see what we're doing? Putting the A there, the E there. H-A-T-E-S, so. He hates writing research papers. I'm in graduate school, so I know that feeling. Okay, so A and E are not in those positions. We did get the S as well. Wow, it's going to be tough to get this in 3, maybe 4 now. So let's, after the second guess, always a good time to review your vowels. We got the A and the E on the board. Haven't guessed the I yet. The O's out. Haven't guessed the U or the sometimes Y. So still vowels available. Now let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system once again. ETAOIN SHRDLUC. SHRDLUC. So in other words, the next 5 most common letters in English language, left to right, I-R-D-L-U in that order. So now we know the A is not here or here. The E is not here or here. The S is... See, we don't really have a lot of information. Excuse me. So that has not worked out well. So we need to make a word with 3 of these 3 letters and 2 of these letters. So does anything jump out at you? Okay, maybe it starts with the vowel A, S, A, S, A, L, S, E, A, R, S, E, A, R. Sears. Sears, love that store, but no, that's a proper name. Sears actually fits. Sears, like, that's S-E-E, like Sears a steak. And we need to have an A in there. How about, oh, here we go. E-R-A-S-E, erase. That might be it. E-R-A-S-E. Okay. If we don't see anything else, we're going with erase. That may be it. And the A could be here, the E can be here. Yeah, that all works. Hate to guess that double E, though. If it's not right, you kind of wasted a guess. Okay, let's try the R, R-A, Ray, Re, D, D, D-E-S, D, L, laser, A can't be here. So at this point, erase seems to fit beautifully. It fits everything except I don't like to guess that double E. But let's see, lots of green. Oh boy. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, now we have a great chance to get it in four. Well, it can't be C's or T's. Okay, so the A is in the third position, the S is in the fourth position, the E is in the fifth position because they're green. The E is tan, so it has to be here, right? You see that? The E has to be here. So it's something E-A-S-E. Might be lease, L-E-A-S-E. But let's go through the whole alphabet. So A, remember the E has to be here. A, B, C, cease, but we can't use the C. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, lease. M, N, O, P, peace, P-A-S-E. That's a wrong spelling for peace. Q, Q-U, coese. R, S, T, tease, but you can't use the T. U, V, W, wees, X, Y, zees. So by elimination, see why this system works so well? By the process, it reverse engineers, by the process of elimination, we now have one word that we found. Now there may be another obscure word, but as I mentioned many times, Wordle doesn't usually use obscure words. So there it is. So we got it 4, splendid. That's a B on my system. My grading system is 100, A plus A, B, C, D, more than 6, F. And that's what I like to get, 3 or 4 every time. You know, you got 2's pretty rare. I've never gotten 1. But you don't want to go that 5th guess with this system, and you usually don't have to. So yesterday's Wordle I'll give away in 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1. And it was reuse, R-E-U-S-E. That's a really tricky one because you got that triple vowels, the double E, the U, E and U right together. However, our system worked so well, we got it in 3 because we guessed horse for the Belmont race. And then we used arise, which is normally one of my Wordle starting words, and reuse is all that was left. So once again, that process of elimination. Well, that's it. See you for tomorrow's video. Bye.